Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
And you are tuned into Our Plugs, a community connection, where culture, commerce, and community come together on one powerful platform.
Absolutely. This is the show that connects Black and minority-owned businesses, nonprofit organizations, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and change makers all in one place. We don't just talk, we build, we uplift, and we plug you into the resources that help our community grow.
Yep. From business ownership and financial empowerment to mental health, education, arts, culture, and justice. This is a space where real conversations meet real solutions.
I know that's right. So wherever you're listening, whether it's from home, at work, or on the move, stay locked in because you're officially plugged into Our Plugs, the community connection.
Now let's get into today's show. Good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. Today is Monday. It is the start of a great work week, a great week altogether. Hope everyone enjoyed their weekend, aka 48 hours. We are back on the grind. Oh, you guys know that we record this on Sundays, and today we have a special guest. Of course, we have Coach's Corner. We have Coach Nikki in the house. We also have Miss Morningstar in the house. She'll be with us briefly because y'all know, like I know, our baby girl just moved into college, and my baby sis has been busy making sure that our college-bound graduate, soon to be graduate, and I give her about maybe 2.5, 3 years tops, is well on her way. So Miss Morningstar has a very busy schedule this week. She's also, word on the street is, it's 20 years since Miss Morningstar locked down Mr. Morningstar. And yeah, they are celebrating 20 years of wedded bliss. I speak it, and I know they both receive it. I love you, sis. I'm so proud of both of you. So we've got a great show lined up. Today's topic is Stop Waiting and Start Becoming. Coach Nikki is going to do a deep dive and give us exactly what we need to hear to continue to grow and go. But before that, I also want to say good evening to our family and friends on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of our journey. If you're out there, please share the live, like the live, support us, comment, go to ourplugs.com. Go ahead and create your general membership. It is time for us as a community to come together. Now is the time. We're not waiting any longer. We don't need permission to do what we need to do. We are just going to what? Do it. All right, let me go ahead and turn it over to who's doing affirmations. I heard y'all talking, so I don't know exactly. Oh, okay. All right, Coach Nikki.
Yes.
This morning, yes.
Good morning, Tennessee.
Coming
Good
to the stage.
Mississippi. Good evening to all of our TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook friends. But yes, I have 7 affirmations to get us through this coming week. Okay, so it's something to hold you down for every day of the week. All right, so the first one we're going to go into is I am disciplined enough to choose what I want most over what I want in the moment. And this goes in alignment with what we're going to be talking about tonight. Okay. And another one, I trust myself, my timing, and the direction my life is taking me. Third, I release what drains me and make room for what strengthens, inspires, and fulfills me. I think I need to say that one again. I release what drains me and make room for what strengthens me, inspires me, and fulfills me.
Amen.
Next, I am becoming the version of myself I once prayed, dreamed, and worked for. Because a lot of us are living prayers right now, and we forget that we are living answered prayers. Next, I deserve the same love, patience, grace, and encouragement that I so freely give to others, and you do. Next, I celebrate my progress, even the quiet progress nobody else can see, okay? That's when y'all sliding down the wall crying, you're still making progress, all right? Even though nobody is congratulating you for it, you are still making that progress. And lastly, I enter this new week grounded, grateful, focused, and ready to receive everything aligned with me.
Amen. 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 All of that. Yes, ma'am. This is going to be a wonderful week. We are going to claim it and we are going to live it every single step of the way. I don't care what happens, it's going to be a wonderful week. And if you are not having a good week, just live vicariously through Miss Morningstar while she is on her vacation with the hubby. Just know that you are getting some sun and some entertainment. Feel it with her. I'm gonna feel it with Miss Morningstar while I'm sitting in these meetings this week. I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna be there mentally with Miss
You gonna
Morningstar.
be in a meeting? Hey y'all, what's
Hey,
up? Good morning,
honey.
everybody. You gonna be in a meeting? Oh,
Yes.
sis.
I'm gonna be in meetings and
Oh.
I'm going to think that I'm on a beach. In my mind, I will be on the
There
beach
will
with
be
you.
no meetings for me this week. There will be
Mhm.
nothing but blue waters, ocean breeze, and beautiful sunshine. So I'm looking forward to it. Yes.
Yes, I'm happy for you. Don't brag too much now. You look. I can only take so much. I will be there in spirit. Just know
Yeah.
I'm there in spirit. I'll send you text messages.
I'm a definitely share with you all, of course.
Of
Share,
course, I
share,
know you
share
will.
it with you all. But yes, good
Yes.
morning, Holly Springs. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. I had to stop through and say hello to you guys. Welcome to the show. I'm here
Yes.
for a spin. I'm here not for long, for a short time, but a good time.
There you go. And Sophia's voice, baby, not for a long time, but for a good
That's
time.
right. That's right.
That's right. Let me go ahead and get into this weather. Today, Holly Springs, you have a high of 97, a low of 72. It feels like 106 hot degrees today with a low of 83. You have a 41% chance of rain. Winds are out of the west northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It will be partly cloudy today, scattered showers in the afternoon, and gusty winds. Be careful, grab your umbrella. Try not to let that umbrella flip. To me, when it flips, it's no good. I just go ahead and throw it away because I need my umbrella to stay on the right side. Them gusty winds, baby, down here in Houston, it'll take my umbrella right on. Anyway, humidity will be moderate during the day and high at night. You guys, I know it's a 41% chance of rain, but when the rain gets through and it moves out, try and walk outside and get some of that fresh air. Maybe it's washing some of the dirt away. That's what I feel about rain. That's how I feel. That's God cleansing the earth. If only he can scrub out 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Anyway, Memphis, Tennessee. Today you have a high of 97, a low of 75. It feels like 107 degrees during the day. That is ridiculous. I blame the data centers. Can't nobody tell me different. A low of 89 with a 24% chance of rain. Winds out of the west northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's going to be partly cloudy today with scattered showers throughout the day and a possible thunderstorm. Be careful out there, folks. Your lives matter. Humidity will be moderate during the day and high at night. So, of course, drink your water. Oh, I forgot to remind y'all to drink your 16 ounces of water, as well as take your morning medication, as well as your vitamins, and eat you a delicious breakfast. I don't know. I'm so busy today that it slipped my mind, but don't let it slip yours. Get your water in. Last but not least, Houston, Texas. High of 97, low of 79. That's typical. 101-degree weather during the day, 83 at night. That is our feels like temperature. Hot with the 21% chance of rain. Winds are out of the south southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. So it's going to be windy. It's going to be blowing hot wind on you. The forecast is sunny and hot. Humidity will be moderate during the day and high at night. Plain and simple, it is going to be hot. Hot for this beautiful Monday, but it's still going to be a beautiful day nonetheless. All right, and that is your weather report for our three cities that we report on. Let's go ahead and get into some news that you can use. It's so much going on, y'all.
Kitty. Before
Yes,
you
ma'am.
before
Go ahead.
you begin, because we just touched on the weather, and I just came across an article out of Memphis, Tennessee, and it's pretty sad, y'all. So we just got to protect our kids.
Hmm,
This heat is devastating.
it
It's
is.
detrimental and it's dangerous. Um, Article starts with Gone Forever. Family demands answers after their 6-year-old dies after being left in a daycare bus.
I just read that.
This was in Cordova, Tennessee.
Beautiful girl.
You sent your baby to school. She was a
Mm.
special needs student who was trapped on the bus on Thursday and never made it in the building at Kids University Daycare. Listen here, there has got to be some protocols put in place to check these buses when you unload these children. Somebody should be going up and down the aisle to make sure every child is off of the bus. There is no excuse for this. This baby is gone. These people will never see their kid again, their baby again. Was left on a daycare bus
I can't even.
in this hot heat you just spoke about.
Yeah, I can't imagine either. I mean, what happened though? Because back in the day, you had to be accountable for each child. There
They
was a
counted.
a checkboard, and you had to do a sweep after
You're
every kid was
supposed
off
to.
the bus. You had to go check every single seat. So how does that get missed?
How? How?
How?
How? Because
And
what?
that's what they're asking. The families, how? How did you go the full day and not account for my child?
And this is why, first of all, you have disgruntled employees, and not that that justifies anything, but you have people that really require true vetting.
Hmm.
True vetting. Because how do you do that? How do you just assume everybody, and then we don't know what was going on in the bus driver's head or what they were rushing off to, but this requires true vetting. How do you do this job? Isn't there an oath when you're taking care of somebody
You're
else
supposed to. It should be.
to
It
make
should be.
sure that every child has made it off of the bus? Every single daycare. My grandma owned a daycare when I
My,
was coming up.
my
I used to
mother owned
work
one.
at the daycare.
My mother did too. She
And
did.
you and when we did field
You
trips, we
count
had
the
to
kids.
account for every single child.
Count
Yeah.
the kids. I hate sharing those type of stories, but that is a story that needs to be shared because these are things that we need to press the issue about, like what type of security measures are going to be taken or should be taken at every school when a bus is involved in children.
Hmm. At the end of the day, everyone involved needs to be charged, but that's not going to bring that baby back. And
No,
what do you say? What could you possibly say?
I'm never got
You know,
nothing.
there's
But you,
nothing that you could possibly say.
No, it's
no,
negligence.
it's
It's straight up and
devastating.
down negligence.
It's sad and it's heartbreaking, and I feel for the parents. I feel for everyone that was connected to this baby girl. She was a baby, and
Yeah,
even if she were an adult, look, they charge. Now I'm just gonna say it. All right, they charge you for all kinds of things if you do it to animals. We need to see that same type of justice for brown and black people.
yeah,
Okay,
for our kids. Period.
for
Period.
our yes, it's heartbreaking.
Whew.
I've got another story, and I'm with you, Miss Morningstar. I hate to come with the negative, but I've got to just say what it is, okay? I've got a story, and I know that our folks in Mississippi already know about this one. No cause of manner of death yet for autopsy on a young woman found hanging in Mississippi. The investigation into Tasia Fortune's death remains classified. Why is it classified? Why won't you tell us what's happening to this? First of all, let me be clear. I need everybody in law enforcement to understand one thing and one thing only. Black people, we don't hang ourselves in trees. We don't do that. That is not what we do. Our ancestors were hung in trees. That's not our choice. Now, I would never say anybody who is going through any type of ideas of harming yourself, please dial 311 and speak with someone. But let's be honest. We don't go out and say, you know what, I can't do it. I'm going to go unalive myself in a tree.
And from what I read, it was very high up. So what are you saying? And
In
she
there.
climbed the tree all the way up that high, was able to place
A noose
a noose on her
around it.
and then unalive her. Like, come on. I'm
Please
so
stop
sick
playing
of
with us.
playing in our face.
I'm
Stop playing in
with
our
you when you're
face.
right, sis. I'm with you
It
when
is
you're right.
happening way too much, particularly in Mississippi, and that is our home station. Okay, we are worried about our family in Mississippi. Yeah,
We are.
something got to happen.
We are. We are truly worried about our family in Mississippi. Okay. We have family. I have actual, not just Radioland family. I have family in Mississippi. And I'm terrified for my family.
It's
This young
bad.
lady deserved to have her life. Not that the Jackson Police Department released a statement regarding the autopsy of Tasia Fortune, a 29-year-old Black woman whose body was found hanging from a tree on August 3rd in Jackson, Mississippi. The department said the Mississippi State Medical Examiner's Office. Is it the same lady? Oh, Lord, my blood pressure. Is it the same lady that did Nolan Wells? I got to investigate that
I
one.
think so. I think she's the person that does all the autopsies.
Well, this is in Jackson, Mississippi. She can't. She, I got to look it up. I don't even want to
Yeah,
speak. I
maybe you are
got
wrong,
to look it up.
but
But you know, they haven't ruled how this happened. Again, how can this young lady, and I don't know how, it doesn't give a description of how tall she was or any of that. How did she go and climb a tree, put a noose around it, and no, it doesn't make sense. And we're gonna call it out every time, every time. Um, Christy Spivey, Fortune's mother, told ABC News on Sunday that she was devastated by her daughter's death. I know she is. Miss Spivey, my heart goes out to you, baby. I'm so sorry. When asked about Fortune's state of mind the last time she saw her daughter, Spivey said she was better than I had seen her in a long time. She was at peace. Asked if her daughter could have died by suicide, Spivey said she did not do this to herself. I know my daughter, and she did not do this to herself. A parent knows a child. Now, come on now. This is not what we do. Our ancestors were savagely unalived for 400 years during slavery. Do you honestly think that Black people are going to choose this method? Come on. I'm gonna need the Klansmen to think a little deeper, okay? Because this is ridiculous. And at this point, I feel like they are doing it on purpose to make a point. They want a race war so bad, and they couldn't fight their way out of a god doggone paper bag unless they jumped it. This is ridiculous. My heart breaks for this young lady, and my heart breaks for everybody who goes through things like this, because unfortunately, this is not a single case.
right.
There was a young man who lost his life in North Carolina last week. There was a young lady who lost her. This is ridiculous. I see our family over there on TikTok. Thank you all for joining. Please share the live. Today is going to be a great show. All of our shows are very entertaining. I'm truly excited to welcome our guest today. I want to end on a positive note. My positive note is now is the time for us to make some real life decisions on how we want to live. We have an election coming up. We have choices to make on where we spend our money. And I think people should truly think about where you're placing your dollars. Think about it like this. Calculate how much you spent. Your bank typically gives you a spending of the year and of the month. Calculate how much you spend outside of your own community. And then think about where you're spending your money. And think about those stores or those companies that you're spending your money on. Do they support your agenda? Do they support making your life easier? Do those corporations support this administration, or do they support humanity?
Kitty, can I add one more thing before we end? Because
Yes, ma'am.
it speaks to what you're saying right now. And I don't know how many people are familiar with, I think his name is Damon Darling, but over the weekend, so he's a really rich Black guy. And I think he has like investments in oil, but he spends his life going to Walmart's, primarily Walmarts, and helping people that's less fortunate. He gives them loads of money. He'll buy their groceries. He'll buy whatever they came in there for. He gives them shopping sprees. This weekend, Walmart banned him nationwide from doing that. And we always say, we see these conversations on TikTok and all over social media about why does everything have to be about race? It doesn't have to be about race if y'all stop making it about race, because there's another white person that does the same thing, and he hasn't been banned. He's been doing it for years. However, but his is a lot different than what Damon does. And Damon makes conversation with you. He's always like, "What's up, brother?" Like he's very kind. He'll ask you about your story. Like he spends time. He's not just in there flaunting. And so now I saw earlier today that they've compared him to the other guy. Like, but y'all didn't ban this guy. And so we don't want to make it like that. But y'all make us.
How can we not?
Which is why we have to. So now that you don't support him, so I saw thousands and thousands of comments. So Michael Jordan reached out to him. But I love when stuff like this happens to us, because y'all end up doing the opposite of what you thought you was doing, because you thought you were putting this brother down. Michael Jordan done reached out to him and was like, "What's your apparel size? What's your shoe size?" You had the GOAT himself reach out to you. Now you made him more famous than he already was, because if you don't follow him on Facebook, you won't know anything about the story. You won't know him. But now you've made him even more viral than he already was. So good job, Walmart. But I saw thousands of comments of people saying that they are absolutely no longer going to Walmart. They're like putting off Walmart. They're like boycotting Walmart. They're not fooling with Walmart no more because he did that. Because how dare you? It just sends a message of, I want you to keep struggling.
Yes.
Because you have somebody in there that's willing to pay for your groceries, willing to help you. And I see so many moms, single moms on there crying because he just blessed them. And they're like, you doing this for me? They're like, what do you want in return? He's like, nothing. I just want you to have a good day. That's it.
So now we're being punished for being kind.
Yeah.
We're being punished for being empathetic.
We can't win. And with this, with this system, the way they want to play this system, they want to now attack us for our empathy and us being kind. Just because it's a natural spirit that we're naturally kind people. We're naturally empathetic.
Yeah.
And now you want to punish us. Well, kudos to those.
Because why would you ban? You're still getting your money. Why would you ban somebody for helping somebody else out? You're still getting your money. You rather people come in your store and steal?
No, they would rather.
It's the evil.
They would not like a black man
to
be showcased in doing, because it's going against the narrative.
It's going against the narrative.
It's going against the narrative. The narrative should never be a strong black man is blessing anyone or helping anyone. That is not the television.
And that's the thing.
That's not the vision that they wanted us to see, baby.
Yeah.
Flynn made a point in the chat. He was helping everyone. It wasn't just black people.
It wasn't. He helped anyone.
Anybody that looked like they needed help, even if you didn't look like it. I saw him bless an older white couple. I mean, the genre is just is very vast. He has helped everyone.
But
so
you know
stop somebody from helping somebody. And I really feel like it's just because you don't like that he's a rich black man.
Kitty hit it on the nose, though. It's not. It's the fact the narrative. It's the narrative. We are not supposed to be kind people.
No.
They tried to. This story has been ongoing since the beginning of the time to try to make us out to be the savages. But who really the savages?
Baby, y'all know I will go into the deep dive.
We can go there, but
we got, we only got 80 minutes to get these stories out. But they told a vision, and that vision has been spread all over the world that we are the savages.
Yeah.
Okay, while you pointing a finger at us, there's 3 more fingers and a thumb pointing back at you. Baby, it's not us. But as you said, Nikki, he will get everything that he's deserved, and so will we. This system of things is temporary. Get out and vote. Period. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. We will be right back after this quick commercial break. We got to pay some bills, but we got a lot to talk about.
Hello, my name is Zeva Carter, the founder of our nonprofit, Carter's Caring Hands. And what Carter Caring Hands does, we help families keep food on their tables here in the Michigan area. If you'd like to support us, go to carterscaringhands.com or ourplugs, OURPLUGS.com. Donate whatever you can, Because every penny counts, every dollar folds, and together, you and I can uphold the dignity in the communities we serve. Thank you.
Mommy-daughter duo, Counselor Nikki and Addie, want to welcome you to the Sparkleverse, where every child has a light that is uniquely their own. Through heartwarming adventures like in Addison's Sparkle, unforgettable characters and everyday moments like in Kai Finds a Spark, children learn bravery, resilience, and the power of believing in themselves. Find us at CompassionCreationsPress.com and at OurPlugs.com. Hope we help you find your sparkle.
Welcome to a world that sparkles. You have found your one-stop shop. Sparkle Kicks has everything to outfit you from head to toe. Well, not everything, but close. From crochet hats, to sassy tees, to our custom blinged out Crocs and sneakers, we have it all. You can even customize your home with our resin art. Whether it's a custom set of coasters or K-cup holder, handmade dominoes or your kid's very own custom tic-tac-toe board, we are here for you. We are located on Etsy, our Plugs LLC and the TikTok shop.
Boss fashion is finally here at Morningstar Boutique by Tam. From soft, cozy sweaters to stylish cardigans, whether you're heading to work, brunch, or date night, we have the perfect look waiting for you. Check us out at ourplugs.com for your style needs, where style meets confidence.
If you're looking for one of Cleveland's best hidden gems, this Black-owned spot will change your life. I started off with the best espresso martini I've ever had, the Mochattini. Rich, smooth, and absolutely perfect. Chef made it herself. The ambiance is beautiful and cozy. It's a small, intimate space, so definitely make a reservation. It feels like you're dining right in someone's home. For my appetizer, I had the Moroccan grilled shrimp, which was perfectly cooked and super flavorful. Chef Konita and her husband made the night so personal, introducing themselves, sharing their story, and giving us the history behind Docks on Harvard. That type of storytelling makes the experience unforgettable. Then came the lamb chops with collard greens and sweet potato. Hands down, the best lamb chops I've ever had. I finished with a hui ho, a banana bread crumble topped with vanilla bean ice cream, meaning until we meet again. And trust me, I'll be back. If you're looking...
And we are back. I'm telling you now, I want everything that young lady ate. I want it all. I am a lamb chop lover. Go ahead and come off mute, ladies. I want all of that. When I do get to Ohio, I got to go to Ohio.
You're going to have to come with me.
I'm going to go with you, Miss Morningstar. I'm with it.
When I go home,
it's
not
no
that's my new favorite spot. I got to pay a visit to Docks on Harvard.
Yeah.
It is literally 5 minutes around the block from my parents' home.
So we can walk if we need to, because
we ain't gonna do that. But we go. But definitely, it is definitely.
Miss Morningstar, did you see the lamb chops? Did you see the lamb chops?
I saw it all, honey. I got to taste some of that.
And you know how Kitty feel about the lamb chops.
Y'all know how I feel about lamb chops. No, so let's.
If you know, you know.
I got to
because if you know, you know. If you know, if y'all, me and lamb chops, we've had a struggle. Good morning, Miss Konita Riggins Walker, owner.
Hello, family.
Docks on Harvard. Okay, so I'm gonna make my reservation now. All right, I don't know when I'm coming, but I'm gonna make my reservation now. Good morning, beautiful.
Good morning to you, beautiful, all of you beautiful ladies. Thank you so much for having me today.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm so glad that Miss Morningstar had the fortitude to get your information and bring you and share you with the family, because this is what we do. This is what makes it worth it. When we see somebody out here doing her big one or his big one, it's up to us to support that. Absolutely. And I had the pleasure of speaking with you for a good hour. I think I just lost time because I felt like I was talking to one of my girlfriends, just as sweet as you can be. So tell us about Docks on Harvard. Introduce yourself and tell us about Docks on Harvard.
My name's Colnita Riggins Walker, affectionately known as Chef Colnita. I am the owner and operator, executive chef. Excuse me, I'm not, my husband operates the whole establishment, but I am the owner and executive chef of Classic Cuisine Catering, and Docks on Harvard is the face on the building.
Mm, mm.
I have been a chef all my life. I come from a family of chefs. My mother is a chef. Her mother is a chef. Her mother was a chef. Our
Wow.
number one appetizer was created by my mother's brother, who is my favorite uncle. He was a chef as well. So it is just the gift that keeps on giving, I like to say.
I love that. I love that. Coming from someone who barely cooks, I love that. I need to be initiated into the family of all these chefs. I love to eat, hate to cook. Um, I want to introduce you to Coach Nikki. Coach Nikki is our Sunday slash Monday. She starts us off right, and I know you've met Miss Morningstar, and we just want to say thank you, number one, for taking out the time to talk to us. Um, and allowing us to amplify your message, your voice, your what you have in Ohio. It's beautiful. I saw the building. It looks like the young lady said on the video. It looks like you're eating at someone's house. And that's the beauty of it. Miss Morningstar, how was your experience there?
Well, I bragged as soon as I got home, or even probably before I got home, I called Kitty and I told
Yeah,
her, I said, we've got to get her on the show. She's phenomenal. The food was delicious. Me and my cousin, we just stopped in on just passed by. We were like, yeah, this used to be a dental office. Let's go in here and check it out.
mm-hmm.
Beautiful, beautiful, very, very, very hospitable. Her and her husband treated us as if we were family, as if they've known us their whole lives. We were so comfortable. We spent a good over an hour or so just in the restaurant. I had another friend who came late and they were shutting down, but they even went on and served her because we were just in there for so long and we just felt so comfortable. Very, very nice. I recommend 10 out of 10. Food was delicious. She is a phenomenal cook. Phenomenal.
I believe you.
Yes, it was everything. And I was so proud because it's my hometown.
Of
So,
course.
it's where I'm from. It's born and raised. And, it's in my blood. So
Absolutely.
I know when I go home, I have a special place to go to and enjoy. And I want as many people to be able to come and patronize Miss Conita and her husband because
Absolutely.
they're definitely doing some big things over there for the
I love
community
it.
as well. It definitely for the community. If you
I
knew
love
the community like I know the community, this is a big one for our community.
Absolutely. Let me ask you, Chef Conita, how did your journey as an entrepreneur begin? What got you started? Was
That's a
owning the restaurant a goal? Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell us.
that's a great question. I go back to childhood. I got that $10 a week allowance, and I looked at that $10 a week allowance, and I was like, "This ain't gonna get it." I was like, "We gonna have to figure something out." I was 10 years old, and I started buying candy and became the candy lady at school. So it was in me. It was just
Yes,
that's my entrepreneurial launch. That's how it started, and I tell you, it just naturally evolved. I launched Classic Cuisine Catering again, which is the mother company of Docs on Harvard, 28 plus years ago as a chef. Again, I always knew I wanted to be a chef. I went to school to be a chef. I studied under apprenticeships, and that was I just knew. I think it's such a gift and such an honor to be able to say that I knew very early on what I wanted to do in life, and I pursued that. I think with being an entrepreneur and launching Docs on Harvard, that's a whole God story. And we opened up this beautiful conversation, this beautiful dialogue, sharing affirmations, talking about our faith, talking about uh, Coach Nikki. I see your passion and what you're doing, and I really want to get to know more about all of you and all of what you all are doing as well. But Docs on Harvard was literally a vision from God. Literally, I cannot say it any plainer. COVID had happened, and I was happily chefing in Chicago, and we had to come back and take care of the doc, who is my husband's father. Dr. William Walker served in the Lee Harvard community for over 6 decades in this building. And I told my husband, I said, we have to go take care of him. He had never retired. He was 91 years old at that time. And he asked me to go check the mail one day here. And when I walked through the door, God literally took me in an open vision. He got valeted up, walked into this beautiful establishment. I could smell the food. I could hear the jazz. And I said, wow. Yeah, that's the story.
Gives me chills.
That's so funny.
Yes.
That is so funny because every time I share that story, I get chills.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have them again.
Yeah.
I have them again.
I have goosebumps.
Yes. I truly believe that God does work through us and he gives us what we need. He allows us to get that vision, and then he surrounds us with people to assist us to accomplishing that our goals and that vision that he wants us to be. It's so refreshing to talk to you. It is so, I am going to make it a point that the next time, as long as it's not cold, next time my sister comes to Ohio, I will be coming with her. I don't do the cold. I grew up in Germany and Nebraska. No, thank you. I've had enough of the snow. Unless I want to go skiing or something. But other than that, no, thank you. But I am coming. I've got to make my way there. What makes Docs on Harvard, and I already think I know the answer to this, different from other restaurants in the area? What sets you apart?
Docs on Harvard is an experience. It is not just we're going out to eat. That's just not, it operates and function and thrives on the spirit of hospitality, which is what we're all about. The beautiful thing about Docs on Harvard is that it couldn't be anywhere else. This building, we built it, we developed it into a restaurant. It was literally a dentist office. Mm-hmm. And so pursuing that project, and what makes it so special is that it is building on Black legacy in the rich community of Lee Harvard, Cleveland, which in and of itself is a rich Black, beautiful story. Mm-hmm. If you do not know the story of Lee Harvard, please Google it. It was where in the 50s and 60s in Cleveland, when you had made it, it didn't matter what your profession was, what you were doing, you moved to Lee Harvard area. So yes. Isn't that right?
It is. Me and my husband were just talking about this last night because my grandparents have been there, not as long, not in the 50s, but still when it was really nice. And it was just a very up and going community. It was so clean, so beautiful back in those days. Well kept.
I love that.
And yeah, definitely something to Google and look at, you guys.
Well, Powerful Black Woman already said we're coming, so that it's a full.
We might need to take a group trip.
Yeah,
I would love to have y'all in my city.
You already
like that would be amazing. Yeah,
I know.
Show y'all around.
Go ahead, Nikki. I know you want to get to the comments.
Yeah, not even that. I was going to go into the next question if you wanted to, but first of all, Miss Konita, it's an honor meeting you. Thank you so much for being here. I already feel warm and tingly inside, and you had me sold at chocolate martini. I feel like I'm there. I want to be there, and I'm a visualizer as well. So when you said that, going to the mailbox, and you took me there. I think we all took a journey with you. In that moment, I had goosebumps. But I do want to ask you, because you're talking about serving the Black community and what it means to be a Black business owner. And the next question we have for you is, as a Black owned business, what does it mean to you to be able to serve your community and the members of our community?
It's an honor. It's an honor. It's a blessing. It's a privilege. It's something that I know is special. right? Because in the community has had some challenges, and what why I believe Docs on Harvard is here, number one, is that God wanted Docs on Harvard here, because Docs on Harvard really is like a light up on a beacon on a hill, because the community had gone through some challenges of social insecurity, of safety insecurity. And so when Docs on Harvard was launched, we're going into our third year. It took us 2.5 years to build, and but we've been operational for almost 3 years now, which is amazing. We are so excited. The community has gotten on board with supporting us, and it wasn't easy, because we had to go. We found out during our build that we were actually this side of the street that we're on, that our location, our little address was dry, which meant that we had 2 liquor licenses. And then we found out that we were dry, and we had to literally walk in this precinct from door to door and get a petition of 175 voters. And they voted us wet.
Wow.
And the first thing that they were saying was, we don't want another bar. And we had to share the story and the legacy of Dad, Dr. William Walker, serving this community. He served this community for over 6 decades, since 1975. He had a picture, a wall of fame with people's Polaroid. People still coming to the restaurant today. Somebody called about 2 weeks ago, said, can I get a dentist appointment? And I have to tell them we're a restaurant now. So the community, once they saw that we were stakeholders and truly invested in wanting to bring something really special, we had to tell them, we are not another bar. There's nothing wrong with bars, but we are a full sit-down restaurant that serves alcohol responsibly. And then they're our greatest supporters, and we love it. We absolutely love it. They tell us, these are their words. They'll say, we are so glad that you're here, and we are so glad that you built this here.
Wow, that's amazing. I think your son is in the chat over here, because he said what you said. He said Docs on Harvard still has guests calling asking for dental appointments from his grandpa, and for the food too. But that's amazing. And for everybody listening, if you are not inspired, do y'all hear this lady?
Oh, I love you guys.
You are not inspired. I feel like I smell greens and everything else going on.
Baby, I want some lamb chops.
You heard what she said. She smelled it when she walked in there. She smelled the food. She saw the jazz. She heard it playing in the background.
You saw the vision.
And she claimed it, and she made it.
I feel like eating at your restaurant is like a hug from
it really, it really is. It really
and you get those too.
Yeah, you do.
She give out hugs, y'all.
Yeah, I cannot wait. What are some of the most popular dishes on your menu items that you would recommend for someone visiting Docs on Harvard for the first time? I know I'm getting lamb chops. I don't know about everybody else, but that's what I'm getting.
Okay.
What recommend?
So the everything on the menu equally sells, and this is one thing that I do want to say, that this platform is so significant, and I am so excited to be a part of it. And as it grows and as we grow together in changing the narratives of the things that need to be changed, especially when it comes to the Black community, right? Mm-hmm. So one of the things, as a Black-owned restaurant, the paradigm usually is that we serve soul food, or over the majority of our menu is fried. There's nothing wrong with that. I could throw down with the best of them, but I promise you, the menu is a contemporary American cuisine menu. We just specialize in soul food, and that was one of the biggest challenges that we had to overcome. Please take a look at the website at docsonharvard.com. And to answer your question, rack of lamb can't keep like that. You might come in. If you come in late, it's going to be sold out.
I'm gonna call you. Look, I have your number. So what I'm gonna do is when we plan to come there, I'm just going to call you in advance, maybe about two. When I buy my plane ticket, I'll call you in advance, and it sounds like it'll be several of us coming, but I'm just going to let you know that I'm going to want lamb chop. So the day that we make our reservations, because it is reservations only,
Yes. Yes.
the day that we make our reservations, just know that that's what, and if anybody in our group tries to order and you're about to run out, I have to get them. My family will understand. They
Absolutely.
love me. They understand me. They get me. So uh,
There's another menu item that I want to just plug, and this is we have two signature items on the menu. One is our Doc's signature Caesar salad. It is we make the Caesar salad. It does have authentic with anchovies, and it's served table side with house-made crouton crumbles. We also have our signature whitefish, which is indigenous to Lake Erie. It's a walleye or yellow pike that is hand-seared with couscous, lemon beurre blanc, spinach, and blistered tomatoes. That one is, yeah. So, and we also feature a Berkshire pork chop. If you don't know about a Berkshire pig, please go Google it. It is if you for all my pork lovers out there, please, that is top tier. And for those who don't eat pork, I've even had people taste it and say that they love it. So yeah.
my goodness, Miss Morton,
Wow.
when are you going back to Ohio?
I might be booking me a ticket soon so I can fly home and
Well, make it
but
like,
I'll let you know.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
October, okay? Maybe
Wildlife just
October.
took me back. My dad loves wildlife. So
I've never had it,
put
so
that in his ear.
yeah.
It's a signature fish from the like she said, Lake Erie.
So they don't breed anywhere else, just in Lake
Not
Erie.
that I know of.
Not that that's where you guys
Well,
get it
I
from.
can't say that they don't. I say they may be a part of the Great Lake system, but I know that they come from Lake Erie. When I was creating the menu, I wanted to source as many local ingredients as possible
Mhm.
for sustainability. And that's another thing as we're on it is that being sustainable, which is one of the reasons as an independently owned restaurant, we're not a big corporate chain. We are small, we are intimate, we are up close and personal. So we do require reservations, and I am the only chef. So every review that you see, every meal, every plate, every fusion roll that has been rolled, with the exception of some assistance from that daughter who probably put that comment out there about somebody calling about making a dentist appointment.
Yeah.
It's, I roll every one of them. And
And
so,
they are delicious.
oh, thank you. And this is the experience that I want to create for people. Our branding, we have become known as special occasions, private events. We do offer our mixer hour, which is more like a social hour. It's Wednesday through Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. We feature our dragon wings and our dragon shrimp. We also feature the Riggin Southern fusion rolls. It's a fun vibe. We're tapping into the I guess I would say the younger generation, like the millennials. So when the millennials come in, they're our most rapidly growing market audience right now. So we're really targeting them.
Well, call me a millennial. You call me whatever
Getting
you want to
hungry.
call me. Just know that I'm coming. I'm coming.
Thank
Whenever this Morning Star comes back, I can take a weekend trip. I sure can. I sure can. And
Mhm.
I will let you know in advance. Miss Conita, it is such a pleasure to speak with you. And I think that, like you mentioned earlier, God gave you a vision, and he gives us all these visions and creates these journeys for us to go to and express ourselves. And along the way, we meet people that we fall in love with because of how we are as a people. We're
you.
empathetic, we're loving, and we want to see all of us reach our goals. And I am here to support you. I know that we will have you back in about a week to speak on your organization, your foundation that you have for your son. And I That's going to be on a Tuesday. That is going to be our mental health day. And that is one conversation that I definitely know that our community needs to hear. So not only are you this phenomenal woman and you have an incredible story, you as well as your husband and your family, but you've taken out the time to create a foundation that will help within our community. And I am looking forward to that conversation with you. And I'm welcoming you back anytime. Anytime. We're going to play your commercial for the next month, of
Yay.
course. And we're going to encourage our listening audience, if you're going to Ohio, please, please stop at Doc's on Harvard. If I'm in town, do not order the lamb chops, please.
Order
But
them while y'all are there, please, and tag us.
yes, and
And
tag
live
us, tag
vicariously through
our
you,
love. So
please.
yes, Nikki. So we can just sit back and watch, because I'm gonna tell you, I watched that young lady's video, and the shrimp, when she held that shrimp up.
That was delicious, kid.
Was that the dragon shrimp? I love dragon shrimp.
That one is the Moroccan shrimp. Is made with our Moroccan house-made spice. I do want to let you know the direction that the business is growing into and what we're getting ready to launch. We are launching our wine club and our wine program, and we're featuring. If you're not familiar, we had the pleasure to meet the McBride sisters brand ambassador here in Cleveland. And we went to a tasting and we fell in love. We got a chance to taste the whole line. Now, if you're not familiar with the McBride sister, it's another phenomenal Black female story. They're two sisters who have a winery and they have a whole wine collection. That wine collection is going to be featured in our wine program that's going to be launching by September at the latest. Stay tuned, like and follow us on Instagram at docsonharvard.com, and also on Facebook. We're on Facebook and we're building our branding on TikTok. Now, Rari G, who did the review, amazing. And we're also partnered with Destination Cleveland, and we will be having some influencers come inside the space to promote Docs on Harvard as well.
Yes, yes, yes.
We are so excited for you. And shout out to your family in the chat. I think your daughter and your
All
husband.
the way up.
My apologies earlier.
And I see your husband.
Yes, they are in
Yes.
here.
Oh,
Supportive.
it's
I
good
love
to see you in
that.
the comments. Absolutely.
And they are fantastic because I could not do this without them. Like, this would not be possible in our team and our employees and all of our supporters. Even, you know, I'm so happy to be honored to come back on to be able to speak on some of the challenges that, as a Black business owner and as an owner in general, of some of the things that we had to overcome in order to help support those out there who are launching their dream, right? And that's what it's all about. It's about once I feel responsible and I want to be able to give back and share as well.
Can I say this before I go? Because I do have to leave. I got to get stuff together. But first, thank you so much for coming on the show. I told you I wanted you on the show, and I made sure I got back to you. And I'm glad your presence and your family are here. And supporting our mission, our dream too, for our community, you know, focusing on us and making sure that we know there are so many opportunities out here that are all around, not just in one place. So even Little Cleveland, Ohio, they always, I get a lot of comments from people about Cleveland, but Cleveland is a phenomenal place. I grew up there, so I know it has the potential, and the potential is just growing. But one thing I want to say is how you give back to the community with the young ones. She had in her staff, she had young people working. And she told me that she purposely had young people working. She had a group of young gentlemen that were hanging out, and you offered them a job and one came, right?
They were at the bus stop. My husband saw them first. And then he invited them all in. We invited them all in. It was like 5 of them. And they came in, and I would say all of them at some point, they were 18, they were high schools and they were seniors in high school. And they came in, they were coming from football practice, and they, at some point, they all have worked for us. Yes.
Wow.
I've never had to fire anyone, and they leave and they come back. They
That
say,
is so beautiful.
That
Yes.
right there was something I just,
Yes.
it touched my heart. And they were so, and the young men came out and greeted us, and the young lady, and they were just so, like, you can tell they're in their learning phase. And I love that, because that's what our kids need. They need those opportunities. So I thank you for that.
Wow.
Giving these kids the opportunity to be able to know that there is more out here. There's opportunity for you. You don't have to go any other direction. This is home. This is a spot for you.
And they are fantastic. They are fantastic.
I can tell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know, Nikki, don't you want to cry?
Nobody else feel like crying but me?
Yes, don't you want? Don't
Okay,
you feel
because
like
I'm holding it.
Am I
I'm
the only
holding
one
it.
that feels like crying right now?
I'm holding it.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
the only one that feels like crying.
No, it's coming. Like the knot is right here.
Okay, Miss Conita. Oh my goodness.
I can't wait to
Like
meet
I,
you.
I cannot wait to meet you, and we are going to make a trip to Ohio. We have to come. We have to. And Mr. Walker, we're going to see you up there. And what's your daughter's name?
Tristan.
Tristan.
That's Tristan. There's some more on there probably. There's Traver, and then there's Taylor.
Cleveland in the
Pam,
building.
don't worry, we're
Jeremy.
coming. Yes.
Our crew on TikTok are sending like the crying emoji. So y'all feeling it too, right?
Yes.
I'm over here like, I can't be the only one.
Miss Conita, it is an absolute pleasure speaking with you again. And we will have you back next week to talk about your foundation. Did you want to say the name of your foundation?
Yes, the foundation is trentsroom.org. And just because we touched on the mental health aspect, and for those, I want to end this on a positive note, but this is part of overcoming the challenges and also being vulnerable and very transparent. During this build, our baby son, Trent, he ended his life, and it was devastating. And one of the things that I needed to do to make it make sense, which it will never make sense, but we launched an organization called Trent's Room, which is a safe space for young Gen Zers or whoever needs the space to come to be able to unpack the trauma of COVID and with mental health challenges. And so, yes, that's what Trent's Room is all about. Yes.
We love you.
Yes.
Yes. We
haven't met, but we love you.
Yeah. And people, this is the part where it's such a God idea. For those, I have to say this. We look at what's happening in Mississippi. We look at what's happening with these young people. And what we need to do is connection and to unite together in love and become the force that we are forces. And that is why, and we're an unstoppable force. And that's why we're a force for good. And that's why we get so much opposition. But keep love in your heart. Keep going forward and being positive always. Yes.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so very much. We love you. We will
love you too.
With you again next week on Tuesday. We record the show on Tuesday. It will play on Wednesday. We will see Miss Conita, Chef Conita, back next Tuesday. Until then, Chef Conita, I'll talk to you after the show, but thank you so very much.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. It was so good to see you. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you, everybody, for having
me. Absolutely. We've got to take a quick commercial break. Nikki and I, we need to pull ourselves together.
I'm telling you, I don't know how I'm supposed
to
go.
Big babies. We are. Just stay there, Miss Conita. I'll drop you down. We're some big babies, and we need a quick commercial break so we can pull it back together. My mascara is probably running. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mara Keller, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel and candidate for Congress in Georgia's 3rd District. Now, I'm running because too many decisions in Washington are being made without listening to the people that they affect, whether it's public safety, veterans care, education, or protecting our constitutional rights. These aren't partisan issues. If you believe our government should work for everyday Americans and not special interests, I invite you to stand with us. Your donations help keep this grassroots campaign people-powered. Every donation fuels our voter outreach, ads, and our shared fight for a better Georgia. Visit marakeller.com to donate today. Let's finally serve the people who send us to Washington. And a huge thanks to DJ Kitty Cat 50 for the energy and the spotlight. Let's keep pushing.
Remember, Iran doesn't have a choice in a lot of this because we destroyed so much. And I'll give you a quick math equation. Okay, maybe they do end up getting $20 billion, let's say. Let's say we're still $300 to $500 billion ahead, considering we destroyed their Navy, destroyed their Air Force, destroyed all those nuclear facilities I already spoke about, their steel manufacturing, their drone manufacturing, and so many other things. We destroyed all that and closed their ports. We're pretty far ahead.
So we destroyed everything, and we're going to pay them to rebuild it all, pay them to open the strait that was already open for free. And at the same time, people here in the district can't afford to eat, can't afford their health care, and can't afford rent. Got it. If that don't make sense to you either, please consider supporting my campaign. Go to BernardTaylorForCongress.com. Let's bring some change here to Florida.
What's up, everybody? Scott Cologne, District Attorney and candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Mississippi. I had a great time talking about my campaign with the crew at the Community Connection morning radio show. I'm running because Mississippi matters. Our families are paying more for less, and our rural hospitals are under serious threat. I spent my career fighting for my community, and I'll bring that same fight to Washington. Folks in the Holly Springs area and the worldwide should check out our convo and visit cologneforsenate.com because Mississippi matters.
Hello, everybody. My name is Monica Meeks. I'm a wife, a mom, and a soldier for life. And I'm running for the 19th Judicial District Circuit Court Clerk for Montgomery and Robertson County in Tennessee. I am so grateful for our Plug LLC for giving me an opportunity to share my platform and explain why I'm running for office. Early voting is July 17th through August 1st, with the final day of voting on August 6, 2026. I'm an independent candidate, and I appreciate your support.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. We are back. Coach Nikki, take a deep breath, baby girl.
I'm telling you.
Take a deep breath.
Thugs cry too, y'all. Thugs cry too.
Yes. We, and we just love. That's the thing about us. We love, and we love to see how far we can go when we have each other, and the support that we need. It's needed. It really is. And Chef Conita is a sweetheart. She really and truly is. Just speaking with her, it felt like I was speaking with, you know what it is? She reminded me of my mother. Yes, she reminded me of my mother. And you guys know, after 3 years, it's still fresh. Mama's been gone for 3 years.
My mama been gone for 3 years. It's always like new,
But when you meet people that make you, remember how she made you feel, or he made you feel, it just comes off different.
Yeah.
And she has a beautiful story. And I would never say that I'm greedy, but I like good food. And I already can tell by the seasoning, just looking at the seasoning, that it's going down with Ohio.
Yeah.
So let's get on with the show. That was beautiful.
That was absolutely beautiful. I get emotional when I see our people win. Like when I see people I love and care about win, but just hearing her, I really felt like she took us with her. We went on a quick trip, and in that short amount of time, we went on a quick journey with her to see how she got where she is, and then we get to hear from her again next week. I think that's absolutely beautiful. I cried when Morningstar's daughter graduated high school and college at the same time. Like, it's a beautiful thing, and not in comparison to anything, but because the way of the world is, and the system has been designed to keep us down, and we still persevere. We're still very resilient, and we push through. And to hear her say that, I think it was her father had been in there over 60 years.
Yes.
That's insane. And what I laughed, but it was beautiful at the same time when her daughter said that people still call the restaurant for dental appointments from her grandpa.
Yeah.
But also for the food, they kept this thing in the business. Like that was their dental office, not somebody else's. It was theirs. And I just think that is so beautiful. And she touched my whole heart. I mean, I felt love. I felt warm. I felt like we were about to go there right now. I'm mad that it's in Ohio, and I'm out here in the DC area.
I know, and I'm down here.
Cannot wait to visit. I absolutely love sharing this space with her this evening. And again, shout out to Our Plugs, y'all. Let me tell you, this is a beautiful organization. I won't stop saying it. I will not stop saying it, even if I wasn't part of it. I won't stop saying what. Dang, I'm about to cry again. Hold up.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You better suck it up. You better suck it up. We on there.
It's coming out. I will not stop saying how grateful I am for DJ Kitty and Morningstar.
We love you too, baby girl.
So beautiful. This was her mom and her dream. And to see where we are growing too, and the community that we built, and then the other people that come on, like, we all act like we're cousins and nieces and aunts, and like everybody is together, and it's so beautiful. We have all gone through things. We have lost people. We have gone through breakups. There has been a lot that has transpired. We have family members that have been sick, and you can always pick up the phone and call one of them, if not all of them. Y'all should see the group chats that we have popping in our phones. Early in the morning, somebody starts it off saying good morning and wishing us a beautiful day. And I don't think that I mentioned that on here or that we even say it enough. Like, you'll get a good morning text from somebody, but it means something heavy when you don't even know what somebody went through the night before, and then they wake up and there's always going to be a message from one of them, because Miss Jack wake up early. She's always saying something. Twin is going to say something, and Twin, shout out to Twin, because Twin can feel my energy and know what's me, and she gonna pick up that phone and call me no matter what's going on.
Powerful
but
Black
DJ
woman.
Kitty, powerful Black woman, everybody, I cannot shout y'all out enough. But DJ Kitty, thank you so much. I will never stop thanking you for this community that you have built, for this platform that you built. And she gives us free reign to do everything. She doesn't like for us to call it hers. She likes for us to say ours. She said it's Our Plugs. And I'm telling you, I wear this shirt proudly.
Yeah, because it's ours, baby. It's never just been one person that can make the world go around. It takes all of us to make the world go around. It's something that me and my mom started, and it gave us some purpose at the end of her journey. And it hurt to see her go, and I shut down and let it go. But then God said, I'm not done with you. And he brought me y'all. And here we are. And today's topic says, stop waiting, start becoming.
Yeah.
We are becoming this every single day. Every single day, we find more opportunities. Hey, Marla, every single day, we find more reasons. Every single day, we connect with someone else that's either we've got a report on what's going on. We connect business. We are connecting this community. This is the only way that we fight against the systematic
adversity
chokehold that's in this country. We have each other. There's power in numbers. They think it's power in money. It's never been power in money. Money is just a means to buy things. There is power in numbers, because as long as we stick together, we will be just fine. And that's something that they don't and can't even comprehend, because they're so stuck on money.
Yeah.
Stop waiting, start becoming. How do we do that, Nikki? How do we stop waiting and start becoming?
And before we thank you so much, Marla. I love it too. Before we even get into tonight's topic, I want to share something personal, and it may seem small, but for the last 7 days, and I think that it starts with being disciplined and being intentional. And my word for the year was alignment. And I've been setting themes for each week. So I started last week, and the theme for this week is intention and discipline. And so for the last 7 days, I've really been super intentional about practicing exactly what we're talking about tonight. You know, I don't have to wait until I get to a certain place to do something. I can start now. A lot of us have talents and skills that we can actually work with and use right now before we get to the next phase. And a lot of times we'll put stuff off because we're like, oh, as soon as I get the money, we've talked about this before. As soon as I get the money, I'm gonna do this. Or as soon as I get this, I'm gonna do this. When God wants you to use what you have right now, God cannot bless you with more until you start using and appreciating what you have right now. So I've been super locked in on my discipline. I've been journaling 7 days a week. I've been journaling. And then my reward from that has been me going to get to put in my planner day 5, day 6, day 7. And I sat down today. I was like, you know what? Every 7 days that I do this, I'm going to celebrate. And so that might seem like something small to somebody else, but a lot of us don't do that. We don't pour our day out, or we don't start the morning with gratitude. But it's a big thing for me, because I looked at the last time I journaled before the last 7 days. It was like July 23rd. Before that was July 19th. It's so far and in between. But then I noticed that on the days that I get up and I say the 10 things that I'm grateful for and that I journal, I have the best day.
Mm-hmm.
I have the best day. So being intentional and being disciplined is how we start right now, you know. But I think that it has reminded me that, you know, in order to become the person that I want to be, it doesn't happen through one huge decision. It happens step by step, day by day. And so I've decided that I'm going to do this for 7 days. And if I have the capacity to, I'm going to add something else into that repertoire and keep on going. But we have to build it up, because the version that you want to get to starts by the pieces that you put together every single day. So for anybody that's not inspired after Miss Colina, listen, I hope that I say something to you tonight that sparks something in you for you to start moving with purpose this week. And I love Coach's Corner, not just because of my show, just because I get something too out of it's you can affirm yourself all you want in your mind, but when you hear your own words kind of regurgitated back to you and people give you feedback, it means something more. Like, I do take my own advice. I need to take it more. But I do take my own advice. I'm very accountable. But like I said, the version of you, don't wait to become. You're becoming right now.
Yeah.
Because hindsight is 2020. We'll always look back and say, oh, I wish I started this then. I wish I did that then. So just dig deep if you have to, and see that what you have right now is good enough to start right now. And that's how you become.
Absolutely. When you say that's how you become, that means a lot, because people need to understand those who quote unquote make it, they didn't just wake up one day and made it. I mean, you've got to take step by step by step. And to think that you can wake up and it's instantaneous fulfillment because you've quote unquote made it, it's a letdown.
Yeah.
And we don't want you to set yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
We encourage everyone, if you've got this vision of being whatever or whomever, if you've got this vision in your mind, you wake up every day and you keep that vision in the front of your frontal lobe, so to speak. You keep it right there. And every single day you do something else to add on to achieve that goal, whether it's going to go get your LLC, whether it's going to make sure that your bank account and your tax ID, whether it's going to sit down with a marketing company, or research and Google and chat GPT, AI, marketing ideas, and putting that into fruition, because a closed mouth will never get fed.
Yeah.
And you've got to be that cheerleader. We've discussed so many times that, you know, I started this business, but no one that I even know will patronize. Don't even look for them to patronize. What you look for is for you to continue moving forward. Don't let anybody tell you no, and keep going. But you have to start first. You have to start. You can't sit back and say, I want to, but I've got X, Y, and Z. The only thing that's stopping you from getting to where you want to be is you.
That's right. That's right. When I was in Vegas last week, I was reminded Steph Curry. For everybody that's familiar with basketball, we know who Steph Curry is. Steph Curry makes sure that he makes 500 shots a day. He doesn't get off the court until he makes 5. That is discipline. But that's him the great player that he is right now today. And we often imagine this future version of ourselves as more confident, more disciplined, more successful, more healed, more or fearless. And I will say for myself, I'll use myself as an example. I never saw myself being on the radio. First time I heard myself on the radio was crazy. And even getting on here and being on this live platform, so many people have access to us to come in here and say whatever, knock us off our pedestals, but use yourself as an example. There are things that you're doing. Like I said, a lot of us are living answered prayers. There are things that you're doing right now that can motivate you to be your next level of your best self, because I didn't think that I could be on live. I have no problem. Kitty will call me and say, baby girl, I need you to co-host. Okay, I'm there. There is no fear, but you have to understand that the little steps that you take today, and these aren't little steps, these are not small feats. The steps that you take today build you up to your next self, to your best self. So always keep that in mind. Don't imagine yourself as this grand person, this grand successful person, but you're not putting any effort in behind, doing those things. And it starts small. I have a list of things that I want to accomplish, and I'm not putting any type of time on them. I'm not doing that. I have this list because I have challenges with anxiety from time to time. I also mentioned on here freely that I'm neurodivergent. I've been neurodivergent since a small child. I was diagnosed with ADHD in maybe 3rd grade, I think it was. So I've always thought differently, and people who are neurodivergent, what that means is you have different variations of thoughts rumbling through your head at one time. So somebody like me, and I'm a Virgo, so I got a double whammy. So somebody like me, I might be cooking dinner, washing dishes, drawing something, writing a book.
You're a woman.
And I'm a woman, all at the same time, So just understand that. I listen. This is not easy what I'm saying, but I have a list of things that I want to accomplish, and because I know that I'm neurodivergent, I'm telling myself, I remind myself every single day, one step at a time. Mm-hmm. One step at a time. So this week, 7 days, I got through journaling, and I'm so excited about it. No matter what time of day, I'm so excited about it, because I'm like, dang, I haven't journaled 7 days straight consistently in a minute, but I need that for myself, because I know that when I do that, I have the best day ahead of me, regardless of what's going on. I spent time in the morning, maybe 15 minutes. Preezy said in the chat, said, what's wrong with being a Virgo? Not a daggone thing, but we are perfectionists, is what I'm saying. And we are jacks of all trade. Y'all see these nails I got on right here? Real quick side note, I did these, okay? and I did these while I was watching my autistic nephew, okay? So this is what I'm saying about being a Virgo. And I was also on the phone. I was also watching our plugs. There was a whole lot of stuff going on. That's what I'm saying. Preezy, that's my sister's birthday, August 23rd. I love that. And real quick shout out to DJ Kitty again. Her mom's birthday. I feel like I was blessed to be in this group. I share her mother's birthday. So shout out to the Virgos. Our season is among us. But I say that to say I don't ever want to get on this platform and act like I have everything put together and figured out. We lean on one another to become our best selves. So if you are not part of a community, quick shameless plug, if you are not part of a community and you want a community feeling and a family feeling, we are it. You need to sign up for our plugs. So you have a general membership, but then you have the other membership too, where we're going to catapult your career, play your commercial. Y'all saw Miss Colina come on here tonight, and you see many other people come on here. That inspired me to be my best self this weekend. And my best self is just better than I was yesterday. Okay. So I don't want us to also put a big scale on what it means to be our best self. Don't be drastic with it, but think big. Think really, really big, but start applying yourself. We contradict ourselves when we say life is short, but then we go and don't do nothing, to help us be better tomorrow or the next day. Do you truly believe that life is short? Is that real life, or are you just saying that? So I want us to really start putting our best foot forward. If it is eating cleaner, start tonight. Mm-hmm. For those who are listening tonight, start today. For those who are listening to us on the radio in the morning, start today. But choose something small that you wanted to do and start applying yourself to it. If it's journaling, if it's affirm yourself. I always drop some fire affirmations after Coach's Corner. Follow that. I gave 7 of them on here this show today. So start doing something small that's going to attribute to you being your next best self, okay? Because the version of you that you want to be is built today.
Absolutely. Coach Nikki. That was, we have a short window, but that was beautiful. It was well said as always. And it was so needed. It was so needed. And unfortunately, we are out of time. We are out of time. But we got a lot in a little bit of time. Plus, we got blessed. We've been blessed this morning, this evening to speak with Chef Colnita. I cannot wait to get up to Ohio. My first stop is Docs on Harvard. Plain and simple. Miss Nikki, I know you have some more affirmation. You still got a few in your.
I so do. I so do.
All right, then you ready, sis?
I so do.
All right, bow your eyes and close your head.
Amen. So my closing thought is the life that you keep imagining requires a version of you that is willing to participate in creating it. Okay? You don't meet that version of yourself someday, you build them today. And my affirmation is, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
I am not waiting to become the person I desire to be. Every choice I make today is building the version of me I've been waiting for. I honor my growth, I trust my process, and I choose to show up for my future today.
Man.
One more again.
One more.
I am not waiting to become the person I desire to be. Every choice I make today is building the version of me I've been waiting for. I honor my growth, I trust my process, and I choose to show up for my future today.
Absolutely. That was absolutely beautiful. Today was it's always a great show. It's always a great show, but I think that I really and truly needed this. I know this week is going to be amazing. Nothing short of amazing. I am claiming that. I am not accepting anything negative this week from the Black job. The answer is no. And it's a complete sentence. No. Anywho, Nikki, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Baby girl, for coming and speaking and sharing your life and your journey with us. Holly Springs, Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee. I hope you have an amazing day. WKRA 92.7 and change. We could not do this without you. Thank you so much for all that you do. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. To all of our listeners, we appreciate you so very much. Please come back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Veterans Voice. I got my fan ready because y'all know Viper Beck comes with some crazy stories. I have my fan because I have to cool myself off, so I can stay, the words that I shouldn't say will stay at bay. Anyway, we will see you guys in the morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We will catch you guys tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Bye.
As we wrap up today's show, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, tapping in, and staying connected to your community.
Remember, this platform exists to uplift Black-owned businesses, nonprofits, creatives, and community leaders who are doing the work that moves us forward.
Make sure you support today's guests. Share the show. Stay plugged into our plugs, because when we support each other, we all rise.
Until next time, keep believing, keep building, and keep shining. You've got this.
You've been listening to Our Plugs, the community connection where communities meet opportunity. We'll see you next time.